morning everyone, here from the incredible island of Symi in Greece. Today's going to be our final day, unfortunately, in Greece. We're going to be heading to Rhodes soon on a ferry, and we're going to be leaving at 8 p.m. So in this video we thought we'd go over the prices of our trip here. We've been here a month. We stayed on 5 islands overall, so it was Crete, Karpathos, Rhodes, Nisyros, and the last one here, Symi. So we're going to cover all our costs at the end of the video, and also go over what we spent on average on things like accommodation, food, the activities, transport, boat tours, pretty much everything. We'll go over everything. So the accommodation right here was the most expensive on the entire trip. It's 58 euros, but that is because you get this amazing view here, and we're right near the center. The main harbor of Symi is right there. That's a pretty good price. I do need to mention that this is in June now, early June, so still not in the peak summer season. I think it's in about 2 weeks, the peak summer season. And then the cheapest one was Nisyros.
Yeah, Nisyros, which was also in front of the sea, and with a very nice sea view, and it was 33 euros, so it was like an amazing deal that we got.
Probably the cheapest we've ever got in Greece.
In Greece, yeah.
So I've already shown this in a previous video, but I'll just show it quickly. What you get for 58 euros. So it is a studio. So we have a kitchen where we could cook. I didn't show the bathroom last time. So the bathroom's not too bad either. And it does have a second floor, which is where the bedrooms are. So that's the single bed. And this is where we've been sleeping. Also get a pretty nice view of the hill there from our bedroom. So I'll show the map on the screen of the 5 islands that we stayed at, and also put the price of the different accommodations that we stayed at throughout the islands. And in the description of the video we'll link some of the accommodations that we stayed at in case anyone is interested. But keep in mind, in the peak summer months, so July, August, some of these prices might triple or quadruple. That's how it usually is in Europe. Are you ready to leave Greece?
No, I'm very sad actually. Especially after staying for 5 days here in Symi, which is so beautiful. It makes me sad.
Yeah, could easily stay here longer. Every time we come to Greece, we actually don't want to leave. Some other countries that we go to, towards the end of the trip, we're kind of ready to move on. But this time and the last time that we went to Greece, yeah, we're not really ready. Could easily stay here a lot longer, forever.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, we just love the places like this, the old historic towns, villages, cute little alleyways, the great places to have the perfect meal. Just like the perfect destination for us, and the amazing beaches, obviously. So this is gonna be our ferry to Rhodes. It just came from Rhodes. 22 euros. I think it's around an hour to get there, so not long at all. So there was another one for 8 euros, but that's only in about 4 hours time, which we could have gotten as well, but we wanted a bit more time in Rhodes. But it's quite a lot more expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a big difference. But when we were buying it, the lady didn't tell us about the other boat, so we thought this was the only option. It's also the reason why we're going with this one. But at least we're gonna have time to explore a bit of Rhodes.
Old Town again.
Yeah, we really love that place, and we're gonna have enough time to not lose our flight too.
Yeah, so it's probably better overall that we get in this early one, more expensive. nice and comfortable. Pretty much all the ferries that we've been on so far, this one and Blue Star ferries, are very comfortable. And once again, I'll show the map on the screen with the different ferry trips that we did, because we've gotten around all the islands by ferry so far. The higher prices that you'll see are usually because it's a fast ferry like this one, and then the lower prices are a slower ferry. Bye, thanks. You too. So we've arrived in Rhodes now. Was nice and quick overall. We haven't been to this port before. There's a bunch of different ports. I think we've been to one that was over there. Really awesome though as you're approaching the medieval old town. The views were great. Even here you got part of a medieval tower inside the port. Some huge cruise ships here. So I guess maybe it's going to be a bit busier now than when we were here last time. And spoiler alert, I think we might actually be doing our first cruise soon.
Yeah. We've been thinking about it. I think I was more into it than you. You were more like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be good. But I've done 2 in the past and I really liked it. I've done in Brazil, but I think we might do in the Caribbean.
Yeah, Caribbean cruise. So that might be coming very soon, and probably a good time to talk about the prices of the boat tours that we did. So we did 2 overall. One of them left around here from a marina nearby, and that was 80 euros around the coast of Rhodes. We didn't enjoy it that much. It was a catamaran tour. We mainly didn't enjoy it because we thought we'd be going to some beaches, but you actually just stopped near the beach and swam around the boat the whole time. You weren't able to walk on the beach. And then we did one in Symi, which was the last video, which was 50 euros, and that was a really good one. The food was great. So that was the price of the 2 tours that we did. We did kind of get a taxi boat in Crete to an island called Spinalonga, and that one was 12 euros round trip. Wasn't really a boat tour though, it was more of just a taxi boat. That's cool. Even the car rental places are like old style, the buildings. We didn't walk around this part last time, so kind of all new to us. We're just trying to find an entrance into the old town now. Should be a door or a gate around here somewhere. Man, these cruise ships are so massive though. It's not every day that we come close to a cruise ship. Wonder how many people fit in that one. Celebrity Constellation. So we found one of the entrances, and this is the moat. You can walk around in the moat all the way around the town. We didn't do that last time. We didn't have time, but yeah, you see a lot of people walking around there. The huge cannons. Only just thought about it that it's probably our 2 favorite ports. The one in Symi with the super colorful town, the buildings, and then this one right here with the amazing historic medieval town. And I think we're gonna eat at a restaurant here which had some really good food and prices that we ate at last time, since we already know it's good. So the restaurant is called Laganis. We like it because it's at a calm part of the old town. Nice music, nice and quiet.
Hello again.
Hello again.
All good.
And I'll show you some of the prices. So we usually get olive oil with bread, 4 euros. You can get a Greek salad, 5 euros 40. And we always get the saganaki. That's €4.80. And the last times I got this grill mix, just a mix of loads of meat. I'll probably go for that again. $13.50. You getting the fish as usual?
Hello. I don't know. Or maybe the moussaka, vegetarian moussaka.
What's that, $7.50? Yeah, so you can get other fresh fish, $15.80. Most expensive is usually the lobster, grilled lobster, €32. Grilled shrimps, $18.50. Meat is usually cheaper than the seafood. So this is why we chose to eat at this place. Always a feast, loads of meat. And Carol didn't go for the moussaka.
No, I ordered a
Briam? I think that's what he said.
Yeah, it's just like vegetables in the oven with tomato sauce and cheese on top.
And I think overall, on average, we've probably been spending around, what would you say, €35?
Yes, on average. I think the most expensive food that we had was, I think, 65 euros.
That's rare though.
Yeah, only in very touristic places like Hania in the harbor areas, which is more expensive.
But that was with like 2 drinks, dessert, starters.
Starters, yeah, like a proper meal. A lot of food, but more expensive.
But even yesterday, you had a cheaper meal.
Yeah, I had like a halloumi wrap, and it was only €5, so you can get cheaper options. I think euros in some like street food places you can get from like €4 or even less.
Yeah, so only on rare occasions we paid like 50-60 euros for the both of us. Even here it's a good price though, since we're right in the touristic old town. So the meal was €31 overall, really good price. And the restaurant offered to keep our bags there so we can walk around and roam around more freely. So that was good because those bags are like 10-12 kilos each. So a lot better. We just have our little backpacks with valuables like the laptop. So that was really nice of them. And now we're gonna explore for the last time the cool old medieval town. So we never walked around this part. So it is common to see like these arches here, but usually not that high. That might be the highest one. Wow, look how old the buildings look around here. Cat friend number 10,000 in Greece. So if you search online best medieval towns in Europe, this will pretty much be in all of the lists. The ones that I searched online anyway. Kept mentioning this place, Rhodes, old town. So the part that we're walking in now is more like the residential area. There are a few hotels. This is around the area of the old town that we stayed in last time. So everything's quiet. It's even more medieval looking here than the touristy area. Got an old looking church here. You get a lot of mosques around here. Maybe it is a mosque, I can't tell. Was that part of the minaret there? Not sure. So there is a sign here. It is a church. Church of Saint Trinity, 15th century. Now the traditional medieval feel has definitely ended.
Yeah. With music.
The rave. Yeah, so this is the touristy part now. You can see that it looks very different. You don't have the little cobbled street really anymore. Still nice though, either way. Now come to the palace of the Grand Master, which was a leader of the knights who built this old town. So that's €8 to enter overall. Seems like all the museums in the old town are around €6 to €8 to enter. And on this trip, the most expensive place that we paid to enter was the Acropolis in Lindos, also on this island of Rhodes. But we have visited some more affordable places like the volcano of Nisyros, which was €3. So the price just varies, but it's always been between €3 to €12 for us on this trip. So we stopped at a cafe on the main walking street for our last Greek yogurt. So that's €6. I also got a tea here, black tea with milk. That's €3. And Carol has the Knight's coffee. Like a Knight's glass. Yeah, that was €3.50. That will be tourist prices though, since we're right here. Mix it all up, make it extra tasty. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss this. Going to have to revert back to the crappy supermarket Greek yogurt in other countries. We're going to the bus stop now because we're gonna head to the airport by bus. I think it's gonna be around €5–6. If we were to go by taxi, it would be around €35. And we're not in a rush either because we've got a long time still. So yeah, we're just gonna save some money, go by bus instead. On all the other islands, we've been getting around by car, rental car or scooter. So the cheapest car that we got was in Karpathos, that was €32. And the most expensive one was here in Rhodes, €37, but pretty good prices for Europe. But we did rent a scooter on Nisyros, and that was €20, always cheaper than a car. But obviously it would be more expensive in the summer months, July, August, a lot more. One thing to mention though is that we were always paying in cash, so I think the companies offer discounts.
Yeah, they do. When I booked online on their website, they usually say, oh, if you pay with cash, it's cheaper. So we always did that to get a better price.
Just a few euros.
Yeah, a few euros.
So we're gonna be leaving soon, just about to check in. Our desk is over there, I think. And then yeah, that'll be bye-bye Greece. There's just one more cost that we wanted to mention.
Yeah, and that was the SIM card that I got when we got here in Greece. I got the Vodafone one. It was 35 euros for 25 gigabytes, and it also included calls and text messages. And I ended up using more than that because we are creating content, so I use more than just normal people. And I bought an extra 7 days of unlimited data, which costed me 6 euros.
Yeah, we ended up using it a lot because the internet in Greece is really bad. On the islands, the connection is really bad, and we need it to upload videos. So sometimes we end up having to use the phone internet instead, which seems to be pretty good on all the islands, but the Wi-Fi at the accommodations that we stay at is very hit and miss. It just depends. So right here I'll write down the amount of money that we spent on the entire trip and what the average day rate was, what we spent per day. One thing to keep in mind though is that we never really have breakfast. I don't even eat breakfast, and you just have like a few eggs or something.
Yeah, or just like oatmeal with milk and tea. So we would go to the supermarkets and buy, let's say, breakfast for me for a week, and I think it was around 30 euros or something for a week worth of breakfast for me.
Yeah, but we'll still include those breakfast costs as well. And a lot of the time, since we were in apartments where we could cook, we'd also cook dinner. So there was many days where we'd only eat once in the street, so the price would be a lot more if we were having breakfast, lunch and dinner. So yeah, many of the days we just had 1 or 2 meals, so it will be a bit cheaper. If you like this video and the series in Greece, just drop a like as usual to support us. Subscribe to see more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you in the next one.